Well, hey, y'all. Welcome on this good Sunday morning. We're here for the Love and Marriage Huntsville review panel with Shadeinthecity and our good girl, Really B TV Reviews.
Hey.
Hey. So, yeah, y'all. And Nels can't seem to stop smiling. Jesus Christ. But anyway, I know. Jesus. But anyway,
it wasn't the episode.
I know.
we know it wasn't the episode.
Right. Yeah, y'all. If y'all haven't already, y'all go ahead and hit that like button for us, please,
and that subscribe button.
And yeah, y'all.
And all that
hey,
stuff. All that
how you doing? Last night's episode worked my nerves. Hey, Scotty, how's it going? Welcome.
Scotty.
But yeah, y'all, it definitely wasn't the episode. But I will say, I thought it was better than last week's episode. I will say that.
It's always the previews. The previews always get me. Like, the episode is just going to be fire. Like, I'm even anticipating next week's episode, but I know I'm going to be let down. Because the preview for next week looks like it's going to be fire. But when you get into it, it's like underwhelming.
You said underwhelming. Well, okay, y'all. Well, I guess Nels already did it for us, but we're going to get into it, and we're going to get shady. We'll be back after the intro. All right, y'all. So we kick off this episode with Destiny going to see Martell and they, catch up. Destiny revealing that her dad, I guess, is battling cancer. So that's fortunate. I guess they found 2 more spots. So that was sad to hear. So she's trying to get him to try some organic and natural supplements. But he's hard-headed, like Martell, as she says. She reveals that she signed a new lease. Huh? Oh, yeah, like most men, right? Hey, Phil. Hi, I beat a shit. Hey, Felicia.
What up, everybody?
Hey, J12. So then one thing that I thought was funny is she decided she was going to lease a spot for her Madani product line.
Ciao. This one, can I ask a question? If it's all e-commerce, I think she said it was a production area, so that's what she's gonna be making. Mm-hmm. So she's gonna be making the candles herself.
Yeah, I can't because I don't want to be the Destiny hater here. Okay, so
but I'm one girl. I just want to understand.
I'm still trying to understand. Okay, I be the shit said it's a production area.
Okay, that's what I was trying to understand. Listen, I wanted to be successful. I thought she was on TikTok live the other day selling her stuff.
It costs money to produce.
What'd you say? It costs money to produce?
Yes.
Hey, I don't know. But so she said she's happy Madani has switched to completely e-commerce. Martell brings up the girls' trip, and that's how things were with Melody. She tells him that she tells him how Mel wasn't with anyone rocking with Martell, basically, and was throwing up the girl code situation, and brings up her comment about respectful cheating and says Mel lost her mind. And I was like, well, obviously, and I don't know. I just felt like this plays into what Mel was saying. Like, where are you getting this narrative from? And then for you to run back and tell him that, it just proves kind of Mel's point, in my opinion.
What bothered me was the fact that Martell agreed to it, but I don't think they understand what it means when you go tell somebody how to respectfully cheat. What he said was she was contacting the girl talking about let me know when he get there so I can catch him cheating. That's not telling him how to respectfully cheat.
That is not right. That is saying, I know that you sleeping with my man. Go on and let me know when he get there so I can keep gathering the information that I need to gather.
How was that telling you how to
divorce? Like, I mean, that is not respectfully cheating. What they're doing is they're reaching back to season 1 and using that language that Mel used, and they're trying to throw it back in her face. But the examples that you guys are giving does not mean what y'all are saying it means.
Exactly.
And at the end of the day, even if Mel did call that woman and say, look, I ain't ready to leave him yet, and he clearly ain't ready to leave you, so this is how we're gonna handle it. Even if that's what Mel did, that does not absolve Martell of his bullshit.
Woo, okay.
You see what I'm saying? Like, y'all making it seem like because Mel was trying to figure out a way to save her family, however that looked, that ain't my business. That does not absolve him from the fact that she had to do that. It doesn't absolve him from the fact that she was running around town trying to catch his ass cheating. It doesn't absolve him from the fact that he had this ongoing relationship with this woman for 5 years, getting her pregnant, and probably 3-4 other women he was sticking it in too. Like, it doesn't absolve him of any of that. And I'm sick of people acting like because of how Mel chose, right? Because of how Mel chose to handle her cheating ass husband, now all of a sudden that makes it okay for him to be a cheating ass husband.
Yes, come through with a word this good.
Baby, you pull out my church fan this morning, okay?
I'm just saying.
Look, y'all make sure y'all put something in the collection plate for us. Wait, go ahead.
Pass it around.
So basically, and then what I didn't like was Destiny was like, she was so nice to me after. What did y'all witness? Because last time I checked, you was the one, I love you, and
wanted to sit up on her ass. She ain't even who?
I was okay, but and what do they say? There's 3 parts to every story: the truth, the lie, and your part, or whatever. So yeah,
I was sick of Destiny because I was like, I
don't think she's gonna make money on Madani.
Stop! Don't do that. I heard what her little room fragrances be selling.
I'm gonna buy some.
Yeah, you want to support? You want to help out, really? Big? You want to?
Y'all know I like a good candle. Maybe I'll buy a candle and let y'all know how I like it.
You do that. You do that, and then let us know.
help the girl out. Help the girl out.
I'm with you. Then the conversation
real quick about the
Go ahead.
Again, y'all. Even if Melody was nice, whether Melody was nice or not, I feel like in that situation, Melody couldn't win. If Melody was a total bitch to her the rest of the trip, then Destiny would have been like, oh my gosh, I tried to talk to her. I tried to clear the air, and she just was so nasty. She wouldn't give me a chance. Then the flip side is she tried to be decent to your ass, and she's still wrong. It's like, then y'all, I'm going to give it to Melody later on. Trust me, I got one in the chamber for Melody. But in this situation, I was like, she was damned if she do and damned if she don't. You complained that she was too nice, but if she had been mean to you, then it'd have been a complaint about her being mean. Like, girl.
Not one in the chamber for Melody.
Oh, I got one for Mel. Oh.
Yeah. Woo, okay. And so then they bring up Trish and this whole, whether her and Martell, I don't even want to touch on it because I'm so tired of talking about it at this point. And basically Martell says it bothers him to keep getting, people keep painting this narrative, and said that, he was separated from Mel. He don't know what Trish had going on.
He said he didn't know she was even married till a month ago.
Right. And basically, I clocked something. I don't know if it was you that said it, but I clocked the part where he said, remember when I told you, and I was like, when he walked into that scene with Stormy's house, he absolutely knew who she was, but that was a part of his plan. Absolutely. He wasn't trying to feed into that, and he expected Trish to pay along, and she didn't.
And that's what he said. She should have just done what I did. She should have just played along with it. Yeah, I clocked it. I clocked it.
Yeah.
What was weird though. He was like, "Oh, she's the one that made it awkward." No, Bookie, that was you.
You made it awkward by pretending like you didn't know her.
Exactly.
You made it awkward.
Are you done, Trish?
But that's also when he brought up the whole thing about
yes, I'm done. I got this child running around, so I'm on mute.
It's okay. It's okay.
Got her terrorists in the back.
Can I say something about this? Listen, and y'all know I like Marceau, but y'all know I don't cut Marceau no slack, but I do like Marceau. At this point, unless you gonna produce receipts, timelines, I'm sick of hearing about Marceau out here cheating. Do I think that Marceau has cheated on Trish? Yes, I do. But he ain't got nobody out here co-signing it. Y'all ain't produced nothing tangible, and Tisha don't care. So I am so sick of him acting like Marceau is out here the biggest hoe. If he is, he's smarter than you because he ain't got caught.
True. It's so true. All right, so we move on to Nell. She's feeling some type of way about, Mel on the trip, and she went over to go talk to her. So Mel told her, girl, I'm surprised to see you. You don't come over here. You don't come see me. You don't come see about me. So, she said she was feeling some type of way because, she couldn't find her name, and she felt like she should have had Sonny's room, unless y'all closer than we are. Oh, that's not what I thought, though. Now, Mel said that, she pulled out names and she realized that she was missing Nell's name, but she didn't think it was going to be a big deal because she like, girl, you the oldest one on the trip. Why are you tripping about that? I love when Nell said, allegedly. She said, allegedly, I'm the oldest one on the trip.
Right.
And then, Mel was like, girl, you said that you mentor everybody. And then she said that she mentored Mel. Mel gagged. Okay. She thought this was hilarious. She said, girl, you ain't meant to, not me, she, her. Okay. She said, I got a therapist, a mama, and God. Okay. I think in the confessional, Mel said counseled. So
yeah, she said counsel.
Which it was. So I think it was the wording that she used. But Mel gave her own definition of mentoring. And basically in the confessional, Nell said she served as a listening ear. Which is this the one in the chamber?
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Y'all let it loose, girl. Let it loose.
So
okay, Cheryl. Nell was to mentor her on how to stay with your cheat man, like the older married couples. Nell didn't follow through, so Nell was not a mentor. Nell was an ear to listen. Ooh, I like that.
So this is what I want to say. First of all, Nell, the real reason why you were mad is what came out. You wasn't mad about your name tag. You was mad because you thought that Sonny got a better room than you. So clock that T. And I'm sick of hearing about it. It is what it is. I'm so sick of these grown-ass women fighting about a room that all you're going to do is sleep in. Like when I go on vacation,
right,
and me and my friends are hanging out. Like when I went on this summer when we did our Airbnb down into the Turks and of the Caicos, I literally only slept in that room. Now I had the nicest room because it was my birthday. And it was a very nice room. But when I tell you, I literally only slept in that room. But at half the time, I would get to that room and I took a shower. I got dressed. I went to sleep. I woke up. I got dressed. I went out. I came back. I took a shower. I got dressed. We went out. Like, I did nothing in that room tangible. Now, if I was with my man, that would be another conversation. But I was so sick of these women going on these damn trips fighting over a freaking room that you are literally not going to spend no time in. That's number one. Number two, Mel, MEL, listen. Y'all literally introduced these people to us as y'all's counselors, whatever words you want to use, counselor, mentor, shoulder to cry on, somebody to help us get through this situation. And I hear what you're saying, Cheryl. I understand what you're saying. But let's be clear, when Mel and Martell were going to them, it was to try to save their marriage. Mm-hmm. So yes, they were counseling them on how to work through infidelity. But for Mel to play that word game and laugh in that woman's face like that, I felt like that was so. Because see, Mel does that. Mel plays that word game. You knew what the fuck Nell was saying when she said mentor. You knew what she meant. And that is literally how y'all introduced us to that couple. Nell and her husband were introduced to us by way of counseling you and Martell. You knew what that lady meant. And you to sit there laughing and spinning around. What do you mean? I was like, come on, Melody. Like, that's that shit that Mel does that irritates me. Girl, you knew what that lady meant. And that lady wasn't lying. That lady wasn't lying. Just because you chose not to stay with him, just because you no longer look at her in that capacity, don't negate the fact that those people were there for y'all and were helping y'all work through the infidelity that y'all wanted to work through. Because had you gone to them and said, I don't care about what none of y'all are saying, I'm divorcing him, leave me alone with that, then that would have been what it was. But that's not what y'all was doing. Y'all was trying to say that raggedy ass marriage.
Let me say this. Really, I agree with the second part of what you said. Because let Treese book an Airbnb, okay? And I don't get it if it's her birthday, her trip, what if I don't get the second best room, oh, it's gonna be a problem. Oh, it's gonna be a problem. Don't forget about me. Don't give me no room with no bunk beds. Don't give me no bullshit ass room. Okay, I better get the second best room because guess what? I'm gonna be right like now, knocking at your door, like, girl, what's up?
And she's so real. She's being so honest right now.
Really oh, I believe no. I know Nell well enough to know that she mean everything she's saying right now. She mean, hey boo, what's up, T? She mean everything she's saying.
Hey T.
Shout out to my T and my Scotty. Mwah.
Yeah, no.
Right,
it irritated me. That really irritated. And then when later on, I know we skipping ahead, but later on when she went deeper and was like, I was, when every time Melody called, I ran over there. Even when my mother was dying, even with everything that I was dealing with, I was still there for her. And for her to disregard how I was there for her when she was going through all that, it really hurt my feelings. And I felt her on that. But go ahead. I'll wait till y'all. I'm done. I'm done.
So then Mel basically tells her that she was upset with her because she did an interview with Crystal XO and she was offended by what she said. Apparently, she didn't feel like she said anything wrong, but she had her run the interview back. Now, she said that it was draining, which I completely can understand. Then she said that Mel was hard-headed and stubborn. But she said, that's my opinion. Mel basically said that she was offended by it, made the girl apologize. I'm sorry, made the woman apologize and said that, it was Martell that was draining you. I don't think that she said what she said was because she didn't say Mel was draining me. She said the situation was draining.
And listen, we was drained at the situation watching it on TV.
Yes.
I can only imagine how they felt being there every day dealing with that shit. Melody, you bullied that lady into an apology and you made her apologize for how she felt. You made her apologize for her experience with you and Martell. And I don't think she said anything wrong. And I don't think that she said anything that was disrespectful to you. She said it was draining. She said the situation was, and that Melody is stubborn because once again, let's rewind. Y'all was trying to get them to help y'all figure out how to work through the infidelity and fix it. And what she was saying was, I tried to talk to Mel. I gave Mel advice. I gave Mel the best that I had to give. And she ain't listening to nothing. She was stubborn. She didn't want to give. She was within her right to give her opinion. And Mel was like, well, I just don't understand why people got to do these interviews and everybody talk about me. Well, you can't have it both ways. You claim you the star of the show. Ooh. If you the star of the show, they gonna ask about the star of the show. Ooh. If the main storyline on the show is you and Martell, and yes, y'all's raggedy ass marriage, then that's what they gonna talk about. When they interview Marceau and Tisha, they gonna ask. When they interview Kimmy and Maurice, they gonna ask. When they interview all these other people, they gonna ask about Mel and Martell. Yeah. Why? Because y'all the star of the damn show. Yeah. So you can't have it both ways. You can't be the star and then say I don't want nobody talking about me.
Well. Y'all was not playing on this Sunday morning.
I had one in the chamber. Because Mel got on my nerves this episode with that whole situation with Nell. She got on my nerves.
Well, I can't say I just. Oh, here we come. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm going on.
It's okay. We know you got mommy duty, child.
All right. Really, be next up is Maurice and his DUI situation. The deep side.
Because and here's where T going, maybe T you'll understand what I mean now when I be talking about how the Grand Dame is handling her situation. I would much rather the two of them sit there and say, yeah, I got picked up last night for a DUI. But I really can't get into it. I'm a lawyer and it's best for me not to speak on it until we go through it. For y'all to sit there and talk all around it and talk about the elephant in the room. Well, I've never been through anything like that. Well, how did you feel when I called you? Well, I didn't know where you were. And Kimmy, is it me or did Kimmy tell on herself a little bit? Kimmy said, well, when I didn't hear from you, I thought maybe you had fallen asleep at the office and I drove over there. Why you drive over in the middle of the night? Why you drive over there in the middle of the night, Kimmy? Because if this isn't something he normally does,
right?
He was down to the office. He had fallen asleep working. Why you get in your car in the middle of the night and drive down to that office? That tell me you didn't really think that's where he was. And how long had he been off the grid that he wasn't answering your call to the point that you was worried about him? See,
well, apparently this
happened out because wasn't it homecoming weekend? Didn't this happen during homecoming?
Yeah.
So if my husband is out partying and I know he out partying and he with the boys, why would you expect to hear from him? Why would you expect? And then when you didn't hear from him, you threw on your house slippers and your robe and you got in your car. You was driving around town looking for his vehicle. I don't know.
She was on her Maya. She was riding.
Yeah, I drove down to the office. I said, wait a minute. But I would much rather, I understand they had to address it because it happened. I get that. But the way they were sitting there talking all around it, girl, just say, you know what? I've never been in trouble with the police report. I'm really scared. I don't know how, I don't know what's to come, but I'm glad you were there for me. I'm really glad. So how did you feel when I called you from there? Say prison. Well, you wasn't in prison, jail. How did you feel when you got a phone call from your husband in the middle of the night from the jail? I mean, it was like they act like they were scared to use certain words. That is not what Karen does, Phil. Karen says, I can't talk about it. That's what Karen does.
I was just getting ready to say that. They're pulling a Karen.
Karen's like, I can't talk about it. I can't talk about it. I can't talk about it. That's all Karen keeps saying is,
as soon as it come up, I can't talk about it.
It's a legal matter. I can't talk about it. That's all Karen been saying for the last, how long the show been back on? For the last couple of weeks. That's all Karen been saying is, it's a legal matter and I can't talk about it.
Are y'all done with them?
I'm done. I said that. I'm done.
So now we get into Trish and Ken. They talk about the upcoming party for their kids. Trish said that she's getting basically notifications and, people are reaching out to her about Maurice's DUI. And, her and Ken just want to mind their business. They talk about... Am
I confused or did they just buy a house together?
They said they just moved into that house. They ain't say they bought it, but
okay. Well, that part.
No, I mean, I'm not trying to be shady. I'm just saying they said they moved in. They said they moved in.
Okay.
So then they talk about her son graduating, and Trish says that she had to give Marquez gas money to get there.
Girl.
And I said I would never.
Girl, when they said they had to get that man gas money.
And you know what's so crazy? Because he's so it seemed like he loved to do interviews. You would have think he would have came out and disputed that. He hasn't. At least not to my knowledge. I ain't seen nothing.
Girl, you didn't have gas
he
money.
His little $50. Listen, you might need it again. He ain't about to do nothing.
Look. Cheryl said she don't want it. She don't want it. She don't care.
I'm with you, Cheryl. I did. But the fact that they said they had to get out of
gas money. Is that fair?
Yes, that's fair.
I love that.
She's done. So anyway, and then Ken felt away because Marquez thanked him for being there. And he kind of felt like, now I'm not gonna lie, this did kind of tickle me a little bit. But Ken was really like, how dare you? Like, this is our whole thing
here.
Right. And so Trish says that Nels clocked it last recap. Trish says she went to go get her papers notarized, and now all of a sudden Marquez won't come back. And I said, well, I think that's what Nels' point was last week when she said that's why the notary needs to be there when they sign it.
Right. That's not how that works. You can't sign papers and then take it to the notary. The notary has to see you sign it. That's the whole purpose of a notary. Exactly. That's the whole purpose of a notary.
You know what? And he probably knew it was trash anyway. That's why he said, I ain't coming back because you done already signed it without a notary here. What? I ain't about to waste my damn time.
Right.
Well, we know he can't afford to drive back. He ain't no gas.
And then basically, Ken tells Trish he's not forcing her to divorce, but they got things going on and businesses, and so he wants, he don't want Marquez to have any input on that. Which I was just like, if the man ain't got gas money, it ain't too much he get. I mean, I don't know, but I don't think you should really be worried about Marquez. That's what I'm saying. If the man ain't even got gas money,
not Miss Mamas.
Xavier said Marquez is a struggling artist. They be like that sometimes. Okay, what art. What does he do,
Yeah,
Xavier? I know you know. Like, is he an
trying to
artist?
be,
Artist
trying to be
like
an actor or something?
Van Gogh, or is he like?
No, I thought he was an
singing
actor.
Oh, okay.
I could be wrong. But I thought that's what they were saying.
And he might have had the $20. That don't mean he wanted to spend it to go see his kids.
Ooh. Well,
Bittersweet said Marquez is a loser. All of his interviews went to trash after we learned he got gas money to come support his own son. Well, that part. He need more gas money. Y'all is really lighting him up on his gas thing. I think they all three be lying for a storyline. Okay, Miss Thing, I can appreciate that. I can agree with that. Right, that scene was fake. Okay. I refuse to believe Miss Mamas didn't have $20 for gas, in my opinion.
That's what I'm saying. Like, she listen, they could have if Trish wanted that divorce, she could have had a divorce. Like, it's not that serious, girl. You claim he had bad. You claim that y'all didn't have no money. Y'all didn't have nothing to split up. Y'all didn't have a bunch of assets and stuff. Child, you could have been filed for a divorce. You don't want that divorce no more because, see, I think you want to be divorced for Marquez. I think you just don't want to marry Ken.
Woo! You heard what Ken said. With or
Tell
without
the truth,
him.
shame the devil.
He said with or without him, it's getting filed. Ken said, I've been putting in this work. Okay, I need my reparations.
I can't wear y'all. It's Sunday morning. If she want that divorce, she could have went to him to notarize the paper, get it done. They already know he isn't reliable, right? He wanted a cooking reality show. Charlene, stop on this Sunday morning. Stop on this Sunday morning. I can't take it.
Not the cooking reality show.
Oh God. Miss Thing said, I think Trisha be lying to Ken about her husband. I do. Well, we all know she consistently lies, right?
Yeah,
Cheryl said, I don't believe that. He could have got it from his dad or his grandma. He's still a deadbeat, but they're putting extra on it. Okay.
Yeah, because my thing is, why did he ask them for gas money? I mean,
that's just
like you already. I don't know if I would even ask them about gas money.
I'm in agreement with Felicia. She should have been went to Atlanta, handled her business to end this marriage. You can see on her face that she don't want to marry that man. Okay, Cheryl. She
don't want to marry that man.
Boom, really? BTV nails it. Trisha doesn't want to marry Ken. Okay, Phil. All right.
What? Me and Phil agreed on something good.
Yeah, that's what I said. Oh, what? Look, praise the Lord. Okay, on
God,
this
that don't happen so often, honey.
I be the shit said Trisha's face gets tight when Kim mentions marriage. Her face and them teeth. She got to talk through them teeth. Love is dope said at least he asked and showed up for his son. I mean, yeah, at least that is a good point because some men just wouldn't show up. Tight shirt is a weirdo when it comes to women with churn. I'm just saying.
I agree with Meg.
You said it. You said it, T. I didn't. You said it. I did.
What's he say? What my boo say?
He said that tight shirt is a weirdo when it comes to women with churn.
Yeah.
And you know what? It's so funny because T is not the only person I heard say that. And I'm just gonna leave that there. When really TV is right, she is right. Read, girl, read. All right. Phil said Trish got a nice body and banging skin. She does. I will give her that. I will work the corner before I ask my wife's man for money. Go ahead, I be the shit.
Better get on that OnlyFans.
Meg said, "I'm not praising dads for doing the bare minimum." Okay,
you better say it again for the people in the back, man. Say it again.
Right.
All right. You know that mean he ain't come with no gift. He came empty-handed. If he had to ask,
he was the prize. He was the gift.
Now he was the gift.
Go ahead, Nels.
All right. So, Chris and Nell, they go to do some dance lessons. Apparently, you know, they're planning to renew their vows. She sat down with Fletcher and let him know about the conversation she had with Mel. And he just kind of was like, okay, well, we don't need to have conversations about them. We don't need to talk about them. We don't talk about them anyway. Then Nell said, you know, Mel laughed in her face when she mentioned mentoring and said, you know, she got her therapist, her mom, and God, and said, you know, in the moment, she was fine with it, but on her ride home, she thought about it. And she was feeling some type of way. She said, there's been countless times where I went over, helped them get through what they was going through, even while my mom was at my home passing away. And that's what Really B was talking about earlier. And she said, basically Mel don't like to be held accountable. And that is what it's given. And basically she said she a real friend. Real friends tell you the truth. Okay. She said, I am not a do girl. I'm not no yes girl. And I guess clearly production told Fletcher to bring this up because it was no segue, no nothing. Okay. He brought up about Maurice's drama. I was like, he was like, okay, well, on another note, you see your wife over here talking about this mess that's bothering her. You said, well, on another note,
right.
We couldn't segue into that somehow. I said, damn, production just said, get to it. All right. And he asked her how she felt about the Maurice stuff, especially, since she was getting all the flack for saying that she doesn't like to see a black man go to jail. She said any man that's done something they ain't got no business doing deserves to be punished. But she, mother of two black boys, she still don't want to see it. And then they decided they gonna drink their water and mind their business. Okay. And they got back to their dancing for they
looked cute when they were dancing though. They did look cute.
Yeah, it was super cute.
I agree with you, Abby. If you can't be honest with your friends and disagree with them, it's not a friendship. That's just my opinion.
It's not a friendship. I don't never want nobody to be just that's why people get mad at us at whether you like it or not panel, and they be like, oh my gosh, they're fighting. We ain't fighting. We giving our opinions and we good with it. We get done and we keep it moving. Like it's not that serious.
All right, Really B, you got the last scene.
You got the last one with Mel and Shanita. Dr. Shanita.
First of all, I want to see the call sheet. I want to see the call sheet that said that this was an event where Trish, Kimmy, Destiny, Stormy, whoever was supposed to be at this event. That's what I want to see. Because Melody was like, they don't never support me. I see they ain't here. I see, that's why I don't even fool with them. Girl, you have made it very clear that y'all are co-workers, that y'all are not friends, and that you will try to get along with them for the purposes of this show. So if they were not required to be there for a co-working situation, why would you expect them to voluntarily show up? You have been very clear that those women are not your friends. You have been very clear that you are not interested in a friendship with those women.
I agree with you, Really B. Okay. But I think that it was more, I'm just going to say it like this. If I were Kimmy and I was Tisha and my man just got locked up from a DUI and I already know you're going to be filming, yeah, I'm not showing up because I already know what you about to hit me with. So yeah, I wouldn't show up for that call. If that means I ain't get a check that day, I'm just avoiding it. Especially if it was fresh and it was like in the same weekend. Oh no, I wouldn't have shown up either. So I understood.
But I don't think there was a call sheet. And I'm going to tell you why, because nobody else was there.
Right.
None of the other women, not Trish, not Sunny, not nobody else was there. I don't think they were required to be there. And if they were not required to be there, why would you expect them to voluntarily show up? You see what I'm saying?
Well, and I hate to say this too, but at this point, who does Mel have left out but Shanita?
Right.
And but Shanita's not even on the show for real. But if you think about it, I mean, they, like you said, they co-workers, but she doesn't really have any more friends on the show.
I got the vibe that Mel trying to get a spinoff. When she was like, oh, those are not the type of people I want to be around. And basically like, this started off as Black excellence. What are we doing now with all of these mug shots and all this other stuff? It was given, I don't want to film with them. It was given, I need my own shit.
Well, I'm almost certain that that's what Mel would love to have. But part of the problem is Carlos ain't going to give it to her. The other part of the problem is she wants to move to Atlanta full time. And Martell, now that's the one thing Martell got. Martell got it so that she cannot move to Atlanta. She goes to Atlanta the weeks that she don't have them kids. But I really think that Mel wanted to move to Atlanta and start her own thing in Atlanta. That is what I believe. But I agree. When she was going down that road, I do think she was trying to like separate herself from the rest of her castmates or whatever. But my thing is, as far as that scene was concerned, and then when she was talking about, now, I will say I agree with Melody on this. I did agree with Melody when she was talking about Maurice doing that video the day after he got arrested, laughing about it and holding up the liquor bottle and all that. I thought that was in poor taste. And for Maurice to be an attorney, you know better. You know better than that. Like, even if you did all of that, you know. No, it wasn't homecoming. It was the weekend that Funky Dineva was there doing the thing he did with Miss Wanda. And they left, because remember, they were filming at that event, and Maurice was there drinking and stuff at that event. So they literally have video of him drinking before he drove. And then the next day, because Funky Dineva was there, and they were back down at Black, and Maurice shows up. I think he was driving, and he had they showed him with liquor in his hand. I just thought that was in poor taste. Now, I agree with Melody on that one 100%. That's not a good look, bro. That's just not, you have to know you have to be mindful of what it looks like. It doesn't look good. And all the DA has to do is show up with that video. If I'm a judge, I'm side-eyeing your ass. It was Memorial Day weekend. Okay, it was Memorial Day weekend. Okay. I know Funky Dineva was there. I remember Funky Dineva being there. And I know he did that thing with Miss Wanda. So it was all that was Memorial Day weekend. Thank you, Abida.
Nope, it was. I'm with Really B. It was in poor taste. I don't think that he should have been out there. And one thing y'all can't say about Karen, we ain't seen her have a drink on camera since that situation. If she is drinking, she's doing it behind closed doors. So I applaud her for that.
If she be clear to let you know, she make sure that get on camera. I'll just take a lemonade.
Right. I'll take a ginger ale.
Right. She makes sure that you see her ordering mocktails and lemonade and sparkling water. Oh, she is gonna let it be known.
Okay, Phil, you think it's gonna be a Kimmy versus Mel battle at the reunion? We shall see.
Oh, well, we know Kimmy gonna ride for her man, so it might be because Kimmy gonna whether he deserve it or not, Kimmy gonna ride for that raggedy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Robin said it was dismissed, so it doesn't matter. Okay.
It was dismissed. You're right. Thank you, Robin. It was dismissed this week. You're right. It was dismissed this week. It still wasn't a good look, but it was dismissed. That's right. I forgot.
Miss Thing said Mel has shown up and given money, and it has not been filmed. All of them are wrong. Nobody is innocent in the situation. Okay.
What does that have to do with anything we just did?
Just reading the maybe it's backed up. Okay. Hold up. I can't wait. Just simply, I can't wait. I want to know who made her cry. Oh, okay.
Who made who cry?
I guess Mel, maybe. They said Kimmy was activated at the reunion. Oh, everybody
we know Kimmy can get activated.
Scotty said, I heard Kimmy reads Mel down at the reunion. Woo!
It don't surprise me. It don't surprise me.
And should.
Katara said they don't air things that can be her storyline. So they still debating in the chat whether Mel could have her own show.
You know, Kimmy can give a good read. So elegant, so eloquent. Ooh, just Kimmy.
That's my Baltimore sister.
Exactly. I love me some Kimmy.
Okay. I be the shit said Mel don't like people discussing her, but she be discussing others. Okay.
Sure will. Okay. Sure will.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess the reunion's going to be something because everybody keeps saying Kimmy is going to let her have it.
Well, I'm here for it.
I was just about to say the same thing.
Well.
I love when Kimmy gets spicy too.
Look, I guess somebody going to be accountable today. Ooh. Mel Lee said, Kimmy don't have no room to talk. She's a fool. Okay.
Oh, listen, y'all know that's why I stopped watching after that whole thing with Kimmy and Maurice, because they were my last hope. Like, I used to actually love Kimmy and Maurice. They were my favorites. And after Maurice acted a damn fool talking about, we know what he said, child. I was like, I'm done. There's nobody left on this show. But y'all know I like Marceau. Y'all know I love me some Marceau. I love Marceau.
I do love Marceau. Meg said if Mel had her own show, it would have the same effect as Monique on Love and Marriage DC. Scotty said that's why it confuses me when people say Mel is everyone's storyline when she ain't got a damn storyline herself. Okay, Scotty. All right, y'all. Well, y'all, we thank y'all for being here with us on this good Sunday morning. Really B gave us some reads, read the people down today, okay? And we
don't forget to meet us for the Whether You Like It or Not panel tomorrow night for the Real Housewives of Potomac. It's gonna be on my channel tomorrow, so y'all make sure y'all get on over there. Because y'all know that me and T gonna be. I don't even know what's gonna happen on tonight's episode, but y'all know I'm gonna have a reason to get at T. Mm-hmm.
I love seeing y'all two go at it. It's funny. It's funny to me. It's entertaining. It's very entertaining. But yeah, y'all make sure y'all check that out. The Whether You Like It or Not panel on Really B's channel tomorrow. Is it on your review or your regular one?
It's gonna be on my review. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So and yeah, y'all right here that y'all on right here. This channel right here.
If you haven't already, y'all go ahead and make sure y'all hit that like button for us.
Make sure you comment.
Make sure that you guys are subscribed to both channels.
And hit the notification bell.
And y'all, make sure that you are following us on the Bluesky. Okay, because that's where we are now. If you haven't joined over there. And y'all, I just realized this whole time we've been filming, and I got the damn 90 Day Fiance background up here, but that's okay. We finished now, so it don't mean that. Yeah, thank God. But yeah, y'all. So follow us on the Bluesky. Make sure you follow us on the Facebook, the IG, and what's the last one left? Because we have no more X. Oh, TikTok. That thing too. That
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah,
is Bluesky black owned?
I don't know. That's a great question. I don't
know. Bluesky is owned by the original owners of Twitter. The fan base, I believe, is black owned. That's owned by Isaac Hayes' son. I'm going to get I keep saying I'm going to do a fan base account. I just haven't done yet, but fan base is black owned.
Oh, Cheryl, I didn't know you was look, you going around the corner from my house then. If that's the case,
yeah,
you in the DMV area.
Cheryl was at the Kempire After Dark. Cheryl was there.
I had no clue. Well, hey, Cheryl. Hey, neighbor. Hey, neighbor. But anyway, y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Sunday. Have a great week. Be blessed. And we will catch y'all next week for another recap of the love and the marriage that happens in Huntsville. Bye-bye.
Good night.
Bye.